Edition of Speedy Spark. My name's Ant Hagen and I'm an AR designer from the UK. I'm also an AR consultant for TLNT, Talent House / Reality House. The point of these little tutorials isn't to look at huge project builds, but really to dig down some of the fundamental building blocks you'll need to get going on your Spark projects, really. Last time we looked at using screen tap to interact with 3D objects, and we built our little Mr. Fox, Mr. Plant Pot effect. Mr. Fox, hidden by the plant pot, and so on and so on. One thing that I find is constantly asked questions about is once you've built something, how do you submit it? How do you submit it for clients? What are the next steps? And if you've never done it, it might seem simple, but if you've never done it before, then what would you need? What would you do next? So first of all, we need to check if the file size is right. So we go into our file, we go down to upload and export, and this is going to give us some more information. So it's going to calculate the file size for us. It's going to tell us if it's compatible on the iOS, Android, and the older Android phones as well. That's good news. You want to keep everything, the whole megabyte, under 4 megabyte for Instagram, and as you can see here, it's actually 10 megabyte for Facebook effects. Gives you a little bit more. All our capabilities are supported. So we want to publish a new effect. Okay, so let's upload. So what's going to happen next is it's going to take you to your Spark AR hub. Now in the hub, you can manage your own effects. You can manage clients' effects. You can co-manage projects. We're going to just go through the stages of submission as if this was a personal effect. My masterpiece that I'm going to hopefully put out into Instagram and get loads of followers, and everyone's going to be talking about, wow, did you see that amazing effect with the fox and the plant pot? I mean, it's going to blow everyone's mind. Okay, here we go. Now this is the Spark AR Hub. This is where you're going to do all your submissions. So it'll bring you up a page based on kind of who you're logged into, mainly at the time. So that's my company org there. I could also switch it to my personal account. Our effect, Foxy Plant. That's great. What you got here is the export. We want to put it out on Instagram. So let's click on Instagram. Okay, that's going to show us who the owner is. That's my personal Instagram account on the side. Select a category. We could call it a world AR effect or a game, whatever you wanted. I mean, there's so many different ones. Selfies, I suppose it would come under that. Animals, there we go. Great. Selfies and animals. You can add keywords, hashtags if you want on here. Okay, next you need to add a video of someone using it, which I've pre-recorded. So let's go to choose file. And we're going to add my little pre-recording of me using our amazing Foxy Plant effect. So that'll pop up soon enough. You also need an icon, so something that is going to represent the effect in some way. Upload an image to represent your effect in the app. Okay, so we've got our little preview video here, looking great. Let's upload a little file image. I've just found a little 3D fox that looks a bit like our fox. Again, you would put anything really that applies to the effect. Confirm that. Describe it for the reviewer. Foxy Plant, the new rage in Insta effects. I don't know, if it was a more complicated project, you could put more description, or if there's something you potentially wanted the reviewer to take into account when they were looking at the effect, then maybe it would go in here. Got a nice video.
Who's Mr. Fox? Oh, behind the potted plant.
There we go. He doesn't really look much like the icon, but again, you know, we're just running through it quickly. Yeah, you can read the legal agreement. I would recommend doing that. And then basically, that's ready to submit. So we hit the submit button, and hopefully at this stage, send your masterpiece off to the people at Instagram, who will hopefully get back to you quickly, authorising your brilliant effect. There we go. Foxy plant in review. Estimated review date 23rd of October. We're on the 13th today, so that's 10-day turnaround, but more often than not, it'll come through a little bit quicker. And there we have it. How to submit your masterpiece to Instagram to be reviewed. Thanks for watching another Speedy Spark.